Charles Oliveira reacts to Islam Makhachev and Khabib training. Charles Oliveira vs. Islam Makhachev is coming right around the corner, and the UFC world is more ready than ever. Charles Oliveira has been doing everything he can to stay conditioned and is said to be preparing for his toughest challenger yet, Islam Makhachev. Makhachev has been training with his head coach and former champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. Yeah, I said Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib and Islam Makhachev actually go way back and have been working together since a very young age, training with Khabib's late father and being groomed to become the world champions. It's obvious that Khabib's father's tactics worked for Khabib after he went 29-0 in the UFC, retiring as a champion. But now, it's said that Khabib has been applying the same tactics his father taught him to Islam Makhachev's training sessions. Luckily enough, the Warrior Report team came across some of this rare training footage of Islam Makhachev and Khabib, and it really is as crazy as it seems. On the other hand, the champion of the lightweight division, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira, has a lot to say about this. Charles Oliveira has been the champion of the lightweight division for some time now and has managed to defend his title belt over and over again. The only issue is his belt was stripped from him after his last match against Justin Gaethje, but not for no ordinary reason. Charles Oliveira ended up weighing a pound off of what he was supposed to weigh. Most people blame it on the Arizona Commission and say that the scale was bad, but either way, it wasn't a good sign for Oliveira. He knew that going into this match against Justin Gaethje, no matter what happens, he will not be receiving his champion belt. It was definitely challenging for Charles Oliveira to know that even if he does win his match against Justin Gaethje, that he won't be receiving his title belt, but that didn't slow him down or mess with his mind one bit. Charles Oliveira entered the octagon confident, knowing that the match was his. As soon as the bell rang, Charles Oliveira began to dominate Justin Gaethje and clearly win the match pretty easily. After this match, people were wondering if Charles Oliveira would ever lose. I mean, he took out his toughest opponent like it was nothing. Even Joe Rogan said that the man is insane, and he really wonders who will be the one to defend Charles Oliveira if that ever happens. Well, to everyone's surprise, somehow Islam Makhachev quickly made his way up to the top of the lightweight division, and will be facing Charles Oliveira for a chance at becoming the lightweight champion of the UFC. Thanks for stopping by. For today's video, we'll be getting into Charles Oliveira reacting to Islam Makhachev training with Khabib Nurmagomedov. This video gets more and more interesting the deeper we get into it, so be sure to stick around and watch until the end as we get into things one detail at a time. Thanks for visiting us at Warrior Report. We post daily UFC updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, leave a like, and comment keyword UFC to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone giveaway. One lucky viewer is picked at the end of each month. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at Charles Oliveira reacting to Islam Makhachev training with Khabib. Charles Oliveira has had many tough, challenging opponents in his days, and so far, none of them were able to show that they're better mixed martial artists. Like I mentioned earlier, Charles Oliveira has defended his title belt time and time again, while vicious opponents were trying to take it from him. So as we all know, this isn't a first-time thing for Charles Oliveira. But Islam Makhachev is said to be his toughest opponent yet, and Charles Oliveira knows it. Oliveira has been doing everything he can to stay conditioned and on top of his game. He wants his title belt back, and he knows it belongs to him. Charles Oliveira has a great quote that says the champion has a name, and his name is Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira. Charles Oliveira knows he's the deserving champion even though he was stripped from his belt for not making weight. But Islam Makhachev and Khabib think different. Islam Makhachev is preparing to dominate Charles Oliveira. This will definitely not be your average match, and it's said to be the best match that we've received all 2022. which is actually amazing because we've gotten some pretty awesome matches this year.